A man was being beaten by the police right in the middle of the street. He just stared at them coldly and calmly pulled out his ID card. But the officers not only refused to even look at it, they tried to arrest him instead. They pulled out their batons and tried to hit him, but he dodged every single strike. Only when the officers pulled out their guns did the man stop resisting. Soon after, Matthew found himself locked up in a jail cell. The police chief walked in, pulled out a taser, and shocked him over and over again. But Matthew held strong. Then, suddenly, he headbutted the chief. Another officer quickly stepped in and stopped him because the chief had finally checked Matthew's ID and discovered he was a former soldier. The chief immediately ordered his release, but just as Matthew was about to leave the office, a young girl walked in. Suddenly, Matthew remembered he'd left his radio behind. He turned back and saw the police chief just about to assault the girl. The chief ordered Matthew to get out, but seeing the fear in the girl's eyes, his soldier instincts kicked in. He decided he couldn't let this happen. As the chief came toward him, Matthew knocked him out cold. Then he grabbed an ashtray, ripped out the telephone cord, and walked out of the office with the girl. Another officer was about to enter the chief's room, but Matthew struck him down with the ashtray before he could even react. He wrapped the phone cable around his hand and stepped into the hallway. Next, Matthew disabled their weapons, grabbed the girl, and was about to escape, when suddenly, he ran into the captain and his men. Matthew shoved the girl behind him to protect her. He brought all three men to the ground, emptied the bullets from a pistol, and walked out. Outside, another officer appeared, swinging a baton. Matthew shielded the girl behind him as the officer charged toward them. By the end, every cop inside the station had been taken down. Matthew and the girl escaped down the stairwell and ran straight into the deputy chief. Other officers came rushing down the stairs to help, but one by one, they were all beaten even more brutally. At last, Matthew took the girl and escaped the police station. The officers outside, they had no idea what had just happened inside.